Today we're talking about a different form of media, and that's podcasts. This is Gretchen Henderson, and she's here on behalf of Roaring Judy Pictures. Am I right, or is it production?
Pictures is
Pictures.
correct, yes.
I keep saying it wrong, so I thought that time was wrong too. And we're here to discuss a new podcast called Crossing the Divide. Locally produced, local subjects, local voices. It is a total Western Slope podcast, which is very unique in its own respect. Before we get started, who all is involved in this project?
This project came about through some work that I've been doing through PBS and Mesa County Public Libraries, which was a film series called Indylands Pop-Up, which were films that came in from other places. We would bring them in, they dealt with current topics, and then we would always host a panel discussion to bring the discussion back home.
Gotcha.
And how these issues were affecting us here. And we always had great discussions, and I met so many wonderful people from the community, and we had a loyal following, but I always felt like more people need to hear the things that we're talking about.
Of course.
They were just wonderful discussions, very informative, but very uplifting at the same time, and I wanted more people to be able to take advantage of that. And I looked at new technology and thought, you know, the trend in media is to go to people. Don't wait for them to come to you.
Right.
And we have people here who are very busy. We have a senior population that finds it difficult to get out. So podcasting was one idea that I had as a way to bring the discussion to the citizens of the Grand Valley.
You know, and podcasts, surprisingly enough, a lot of people here at the station listen to them every day. We have both Brandon and Chelsea are evening anchors. They listen to them while they run, and they've been telling me I need to start doing that because it makes you do something and you stop paying attention to the exercise and then you start just listening.
Right,
so
distraction.
it's a very interesting way to actually get yourself to work out. If anyone's interested in that, you could try those podcasts on your run.
Yes.
But so what is this one about, this first Crossing the Divide podcast?
Well, it was inspired by a film screening that we did earlier in the year called The Mask You Live In, which was looking at #MeToo and the movement against sexual harassment. And I was really interested in how social movements and social media come together.
Right.
And this obviously was a social movement that was born out of social media. And so I was interested in looking at that. I called on a CMU instructor of mass communications, Elaine Venter. She's a great woman, very involved in social media. And we brought her in to discuss the evolution of this movement and how social media will impact it now and also moving forward in the future.
Of course, it's one of those platforms that really brings people together. And as you said, it can spark a whole movement. It can spark a whole basically group of people getting involved in a cause. Now, the next podcast will come out on the third Wednesday of each month, so that's the third Wednesday in July. But you guys can listen to this one. It's on a variety of platforms. Where can they find it?
On iTunes, Google Play Music, or Stitcher, depending on what platform you're on, iPhone or Android. So we're definitely out there. You can also go to our Facebook page. This is the official podcast of what I hope will become a full-blown multimedia project that focuses on life in the Intermountain West.
It's so nice because I feel like we have a lot of specific media for the Front Range, but let's get one for the Western Slope out here because we have our own issues and our own things to talk about. The next one's on sugar production and our diet, so stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for coming in today, Gretchen. We appreciate you coming in and sharing this knowledge with us. I'm going to give it a listen and try out running, I guess, but stay tuned. I'll have all of this on WesternSlopeNow.com after